Hello everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video and possibly also my very last. I'm not going to make many more videos, I'm not good at it and I rather enjoy watching all of your videos. This bike I'm going to trade in right now within an hour for the new 2020 model of the XSR700 in historic white. Because I have completed nearly 100,000 of kilometers, I thought let's give a quick review about the ownership of this bike. I bought it brand new in 2016, 0 kilometers on it, and it's now on 93,000, so almost 1 ton. It went flawless, no problems. If you just do your maintenance every 10,000 kilometers and the big ones every 40,000, then you will not encounter any problems. And it shouldn't be, because it's a bike. What can go wrong? It's the very first one, the green one, which was released. I love the color, I still do. It's the one from all the magazines. Just a very slight walk around it. It's possibly everyone knows the bike, or some of you also own it. I did rebuild it back to stock. I took some parts off, which will make its way to the new model, which I will have within an hour. So it has its ugly big mirrors again. I took off the rear rack, the side racks, the side bags, the single seat I also took off. It will make its way on the new one. Yeah, I want to show some parts, or maybe also the mileage, because this type of bike doesn't see those mileage often, I hear. Oh, there it is, almost 93,000 without any problems, besides some tire problems, but I can't say it's the bike fault, it's my fault. Yeah, what else to say about it? The SW Motec front fender, I have to say the only bad part is the original paint. If you use some harsher mechanicals to clean a bike, the paint will scrub off. And it's strange, because other SW Motec paints don't do that. It was only the front fender. The harmonica rubbers, a lot of people will know, it helps keeping the dirt out of your shocks, and it looks a bit heritage. It looked okay. You will see a lot of paint this color over the years. Also the black paint from Yamaha itself. It will be a little grayish. Also the black plastic parts. The nice black color will fade off. I'm happy about the paint on the tank. It will stay nice. I didn't clean it for the video because I didn't plan to make a video. I still have the ugly big headlight on it. It did its job. Yeah, what else to say? The next one will have LEDs. Engine, no problems with that. It shouldn't be. Yeah, the gear selector will get a bit sloppy. I think it's normal also. The shock, still the original shock. I had one with a stiffer spring on it, but I really didn't like that for commuting every day over bad roads, so I went back to the stock one. It is doing its job. Yeah, some paint will scratch away, not a big deal. The W Motec center stand, it's a really nice piece, a bit from the old days, but I don't have a lot of room to have other tools to lift the bike, so it does the job. You won't notice it during ride. Some people say they do, but I think a lot of people need to be more honest about it. One other bad part which I changed the plastic rear fender or rear guard, shock guard. I changed it for the aluminium one, and it has one little flaw, and it's the end piece. It's missing like 2-3 centimeters, maybe even more. What is it, 5 centimeters? So if you just lubricated your chain, it will always the first kilometers it will fly off to your rear seat. So yeah, it may look nice, but to me it has a bit of a design flaw. I won't get this one on my new bike. Tires, yeah, for commuting you use a lot of tires. The original Phantoms went quickly away. I have had the Road 4 Michelin, the Road 5 Michelin, and then I have had multiple of these. The T31 Bridgestones, which seem to be a little hard. It's a bit of a harder rubber, but yeah, for commuting you can easily do a lot of mileage on these. A lot. So it will in the end save a lot of money. They have enough grip, and the best part is they keep a nice round profile. They won't really flat spot in the middle. That is the very best part of this tire. The Road 5 and the Road 4 of Michelin. For commuting they can easily be flat spotted in the middle. I have some chicken strips, or how do you call them? Yeah, not really important. I enjoy the bike how it is, how I ride, so yeah, not important. The stock seat, changed it back just this morning. I normally run the single seat, and I have the little rear rack at the rear with a little bag on it to store my disc lock. The exhaust, this is the second stock exhaust on this bike, because the first one, at some point I noticed some loss of horsepower, and I found this one new very cheap because they wanted to throw it away out of stock. And when I mounted this one, I gained back those lost horsepower. So maybe the old one was getting dirty inside. I don't know. Somewhere in between, I also had the Leovin's underbody exhaust, but it was way too loud for me. If I started this bike in the morning, very early morning, to go to my work, I felt a little bit ashamed for my neighbors. So I changed it back to this one. One of the mistakes I won't make anymore. Stock is good enough for me. Brakes, yeah, the rear brake, nothing a lot to say. The front brakes are a little bit weak. I understood the new model will have that fixed. Changed the pad one times. The discs are still original. Same for the rear one. Yeah, the chain sets have been exchanged many times, but I think it's it's also normal for if you do 100,000 of kilometers. Clutch, still the original clutch. I'm a bit surprised about it because I thought I would have needed a change way earlier, but it's still the stock one, no problems with that. And yeah, I don't have a lot to say. The engine does its job. It's enough power for me for commuting. If the XSR was a 500cc, I would have been happy too. And for the mirrors, yeah, I normally have the double take mirrors, which you can easily use for commuting. If you're filtering traffic, you can easily fold them away. Yeah, these are the big ugly ones, the stock ones. It's for the new buyer of this bike to decide. Oh yeah, I noticed the end bars. These are the stock weights, end bar weights, but they have they took a lot of material off, so I can easily pass through my door where I park my bike. so I didn't have to exchange the bar. Still the stock bar, but with tinier weights, or how do you call them? The levers I have had in between other levers from Puke, which can fall away if you fall. Handy, because I have laid it down the bike in stupid ways. What was it? 2 times, 3 times in between, and they did his job. But I didn't like the design, because the Puke ones, they are very square on the part where your fingers will sit. So I went back to the stock ones because they feel more ergonomic. Also the indicators, I once changed it for tinier ones, not LEDs, also halogen from Louise, but I noticed they were early being killed by the water when you drive a lot in the rain, because they were not sealed. The stock ones, they are ugly, they are big, floppy, but they you can't kill them. Or at least I didn't. Maybe others can, I don't know. Yeah, the stock clutch lever, it's a little bit bent, because it was I laid it down on the side in the mud. A bit stupid of me, but I fell in the mud and my steering bar fell just on the asphalt. So yeah, that part was easily bent. I had side pads on the side of the tank, the stock ones. They fit like 4 years. Then we had one massively hot summer, and they both fell off on the same day. You can still see the edges of where they were. Yeah, I don't miss them. They were on when I bought it. The little bag, I put it on just for the trade. I never used it. It looks okay, but it's too tiny. You can't use it for anything. What can you do it? What can you use it for? Your phone? Nothing more. It looks okay, but nothing more than that. So yeah, it's it. My last hour with this bike. I will resume on its sister, its younger sister. And yeah, maybe in six years I will do another video with that bike with almost a ton of kilometers. So maybe I will see you again. If not, I hope you liked my very first and my very far last video. See you next time maybe. Have a good day, have a good weekend. Bye bye.